Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So real quick, I just want you to hear this. This is most likely a compressor that is running backwards. Check out those pressures. So I'm going to shut it off before it blows up. Although I suspect we're probably going to have to change it out anyways. But oh snap. Let's go ahead and plug the power on that. So this brand compressor right here, Alliance or whatever, is known to be very problematic because they tend to run backwards. And if there is a slight interruption of power, they are known to start spinning the opposite direction, so they stop compressing and eventually they just ruin. Particularly this two-stage, two-speed system. Now there is a small fix for that, and I'm going to show you how we do that. But essentially, if you run into this scenario where you show up and your customer's compressor spinning the opposite direction, there's a simple fix. I will show you the part that you can install that will pretty much stop that from happening. It's a small part, and if you install it, we recommend you install it in every single two-stage piece of equipment, and it will definitely fix that issue. So I'll show you how to fix that right now. So this is the part I'm talking about. This little device, it's really just a it's really just a little delay board. So what happens on these particular compressors, right? These Alliance compressors are not made like the old Climate-Tough that Trane was using for the longest time, that were pretty solid. These compressors, I guess they don't have the anti-reversing mechanism that the old Climate-Tough compressors used to have. The problem with that is you have low pressure here, about 120, right, on average, 130 suction, and then you can have 450 in the middle of the summer here, right? So when it kicks on, it will spin the correct way, right? Start compressing. So that's when you get 130, 140 here, 450 here, right? If you have a power outage, what will happen is, a power, flicker, where you lose a little bit of power and it comes right back on, it shuts off. And when it shuts off, because it's 450 here, this is enough pressure, back pressure, because this has stopped spinning. This 450 pressure will shoot it in the opposite direction. And if power is restored in that time when it's spinning the opposite direction, it will continue to spin that way. It's a very, very goofy design. That's why I'm not an engineer, but those guys are pretty goofy, whoever made that. But this right here will fix it. So let me show you how to install it. And pretty much what it does is that if there's a power flicker, this thing senses a loss in voltage and will immediately disconnect the power to the contactor for 3 minutes. See that on there, 3 minutes? That gives it enough time to the pressures to stabilize and not spin the opposite direction. So then when the pressure stabilizes, then it can start back up and resume normal operation. So yep, let me install it real quick. So it comes with this double-sided tape, double-sided tape, and you go ahead and peel one side, stick it on the back of this, and then, you know, peel the other side, and then go ahead and then just kind of put it on there. All right, that's all you really do for that. I'll show you how to wire it. So you can follow the schematic, or try to follow the schematic, but in my opinion, this is a little easier. So anyways, if you're looking at it like this bottom right one, this wire connects to the Y1 coming up from your thermostat. Then the center lower common is the common that comes from the transformer, and actually used to be on this side where this black wire is, on the side of the contactor right there. And well, this top one is actually the one that replaced it, so this goes there to that location where it's at right there. And then this brown wire goes to the Y1 that's on the heat pump system itself. All right, so that's how you do that. Now let's go ahead and give it a shot. Okay, so I didn't want to bore you with the rest of the video, but I just wanted to take a quick moment. If you do what I just showed you, you will not spend too much time going back to these random no cool calls. Okay, this is literally kind of what I just explained. It's got Trane's, you know, letterhead. This is what, you know, dealers, especially the higher on the scale of Trane dealers, received. Okay, so here it explains exactly what I just said, and here at the bottom is telling you to put a you know, a time delay board like I did. So this just to show you that it is a legitimate fix. It is kind of a goofy design that they did there, but that is a very simple fix. Do not wait till the problem happens. If you're installing two-stage equipment, just do it the day of installation, and you won't have any issues as far as that is going about it spinning backwards. I know a lot of guys that are not, you know, on the higher scale, because you know Trane has these tiers, right? If you sell a lot of Trane, if you do a lot of Trane, they put you on the top. I know a lot of guys, and that's where we are, or the company I work for is, a lot of guys didn't get this email. Okay, a lot of people who do Trane once a month, you know, once a year, will not get this information. Okay, so very important. If you're having random no cool calls, that is most likely what's going on, because you'll get a call saying that the house is hot, of course, and then you get there and the house is cooling again. Well, don't be surprised if this is what's going on. Okay, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Share this with another HVAC guy that does Trane occasionally, because that is it can be a big deal. Okay, we have a tons of power outages, power surges, power flickering, especially around monsoon season. And if you get that like flicker of power for 2 seconds, the power gets restored like that quick, again, it will start to spin backwards. You know, it guaranteed. Okay, so I don't make these things, right? So none of us make these things. Blame their engineers. But yeah, remember to like and subscribe, and again, share this video, especially with somebody who is in the business and is doing Trane. This will save them a ton of headaches. Thank you. See you on the next one.